everybody. We are having fun with chili, a big chili party on today's show, and Chef Matt Winters from the Mark is here to do another fun recipe. This is another one perfect for game day, Matt. It's also really nice if you're having a chili party. This would be a great way to get it started. You know, we're going to do a big pile of nachos. But we're going to take them to a whole nother level, a lot going on. So we're going to start, this is a fun idea, and I do it at home when I make nachos, warming up the chips.
Absolutely.
Don't you think that makes a huge difference?
Well, it does. Brings the flavor out, freshens them up, and it just, you know, if you're not making the chips yourself, they've been sitting on the shelf for a while.
Yeah.
So it really brings them back to life.
Also, when you put all the toppings on them, I don't like that when they get cold real quick. So if your chips are warm, it just makes it so much better. I love it when you go to a restaurant and they, bring salsa and warm chips to the table. I just think it makes a huge difference. We're using two different kinds of chips for fun here, regular and a guacamole flavored.
Right. It just gives us a nice green and gold color because that's the color of our area.
Yes, yes, it is. We love our green and gold. And we're warming up here on the stove. We've got some just nacho cheese sauce. This is just a jar of that.
Yep, that's just a jar of straight up nacho cheese sauce. We have some chili with no beans, the same thing we used on the dogs. Okay,
just a can of chili.
And we're just heating that up.
Beans. Okay.
And then I've got some leftover spoon roasts that I had made last night. Just took that, shredded it up, and we're going to heat that up as well. What we're going to do is we're going to mix that with a little bit of taco spice.
Okay.
So I just took one packet of dry taco spice, a little bit of water. I'm just going to mix that up nice and even. So it's like taco stock.
What a great idea, because pot roast, we always have leftovers, and you're looking for fun, different ways to use it. And this is a great idea. It's going to give it a whole nother flavor profile.
Yep,
you're not going to know it's leftovers.
Exactly. So we're going to throw that in the pan.
Okay. This is the shredded up.
Yep. Some of the shredded spoon roast.
Okay.
And we're going to put our little taco stock on top and crank up the heat.
And that way it'll just get nice and warm and give that beef some great taco flavor. And I love using, when you go to Mexican restaurants, instead of using ground beef, using shredded beef.
It's so much better.
It just tastes fantastic. Or shredded chicken. And I'm assuming you could do the same thing with, shredded up chicken breasts and then water and that taco seasoning. And you
can do it with turkey, you can do it with chicken, you can do it with beef, pork, anything. Any kind of meat you could do it with.
I love that idea, and great way to use leftovers. So I see we got some tomato there, so we're going to dice some tomato.
Dice up a little bit of tomato, just mix that in there with it.
And nacho bars, I think, are another fun way to entertain. Instead of doing a chili bar for game day, you have the big basket of chips, and then slow cookers filled with different toppings like chili and the melted cheese and the shredded beef that you can keep warm, and then just set out a whole, fill your kitchen island or your table with all sorts of different toppings, and everybody can then help themselves.
Oh, that works great.
Yeah.
Well, it takes a lot of the fuss out of it, and then you don't have to worry about the chips going soggy, and if somebody comes late to the party, they still get a nice fresh
Nobody likes
nachos.
Soggy nachos. That's no fun. So we're dicing up our tomato, and then we've got some other fun chili toppers. We've got guacamole that you can make or pick up. We've got some pickled jalapeno peppers, which are my favorite. I load on the pickled jalapenos. We've got some black olives, some chopped scallions, cilantro, sour cream. So just, all sorts of fun things to make these nachos really extra special. Okay. One thing when it comes to toasting the chips, make sure you set a timer, or don't be going too far, because it doesn't take long to warm them up, and you don't want to burn them, and they really do burn quickly. I've done that before. All right. Here's our nice warm chips.
Fantastic.
They even smell just so much better when you warm them up.
All right, and then we're just going to start assembling.
Okay.
And we're not going to be shy. We're just going to grab them, toss them onto the plate. I like to layer my nachos, so it's not just all sitting on top in a lump. So what we'll do is we'll take some of the beef.
You tell me, okay? Which is now warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, that's looking good. We'll just kind of scatter a little of that over there.
Okay.
And then a little bit of the chili, and then a little bit of the cheese sauce.
You tell me. I will be your sous chef. So some of the shredded beef.
Yep, about half of it. Just randomly scatter it.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay. And then what's next?
So the chili, we'll just scatter a little bit of that on top.
Yeah.
That way, every time you grab a chip, you're getting something.
Oh, I like that idea. Instead of everything being right on top, we're layering. That's a good one. Okay.
Then the cheese sauce.
Ooh. And for me, I love the cheese sauce. You know, I do like the cheese, but the shredded cheese, but just, you know, nachos got that cheese sauce.
You've got to have the sauce.
Yeah.
It's just not, it's not right without some sauce in there. Then I do like a little bit of fresh cheese too, just a little scattering of that on
And that'll
top
melt, you know, when it kind of hits it anyway. So.
Certainly will.
Okay, now.
Now a little bit of the tomato.
Okay.
The guac we're going to save.
Okay, that'll go on the top.
That we'll put on top. And a little jalapeno.
I like lots of those.
And then we have the scallions and the olives and the cilantro.
Can you tell I'm a happy camper right now? A good movie or a good football game, and doesn't take much. Played these nachos. All right, so layer number 2.
And then we're going to just do the whole thing all over again.
This is like crazy, crazy good stuff.
You load that up.
That's why it's called Magic Mountain. Is that what they're calling it?
Yep, it's a magic mountain
of nachos. Magic Mountain of goodness.
Well, and you always get a smile. You bring this into the room, everybody lights up.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I want to come to a game day party at your place. All right, get lots of that beef there. All the chili.
Yeah, I just take the rest of the chili out of the
just
pan
kind
and
of,
just
all right, load her up.
Yep.
No skimping. The crew's real excited about this. Cheese sauce.
Yep. Same thing, just go to town.
All right.
That's why we use a big plate.
Otherwise, it'd be all over the kitchen, huh?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, man. I was thinking for like a slumber party, birthday party, to, you know, how fun to do these. Bring a big platter of this out for the kiddos.
Oh, this works with any event. I mean, these work. Nobody says no to these.
Yeah, nobody says no. You're right. A little extra cheese. Oh wow. Scallions.
And olives. And some cilantro.
Oh my gosh, man. And the crowning glory. All right.
Big gob of guacamole right on top.
Okay.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And a little bit of sour cream.
Oh.
And it's the good squeezy kind.
Just should I try to do a little drizzle?
Sure.
Or should I just do it?
Yeah, you just drizzle it all over.
All right. That way everybody gets a little bit of that.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness gracious. These are some seriously good nachos, Matt. Thank you so much for coming and sharing.
Oh, always a pleasure.
This is so fun. All the recipes that we did on the show today, from that big batch of chili mac to the chili dogs, which have disappeared. Ann, did you have something to do with that? To the beer chili from Kitty's, to this, I can barely lift this thing of nachos. Oh wow. All the recipes we'll see on our website. And if you have any good chili recipes, go to our website and share. We'll be right back to wrap things up. It's chili time. Stay with us.